What's happening, party people? We are on the road. Stayed up and out till about 2 in the morning last night, getting this truck packed up, everything in here, so I could take, I guess, a long nap and wake up hopefully around 6 in the morning to hit the road. And that's exactly what happened. I woke up, man, probably 6:01, and we jumped in the vehicle, headed to Chicago. Got about halfway to Chicago and got a notification of a serious family emergency, so we diverted. Looking forward to doing a lot of work in Chicago, but once this settles down, I will get back on the working schedule. My first stop's going to be Chicago. Second stop's going to be Nebraska, and then after that I'm gonna head to Terre Haute. So that's what's going on. I appreciate you watching, and those of you that pray, please pray for our family, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. We are back and back at it. Got the hardware and stuff I need. About to bolt this clutch kit in and raise this transmission up. This is what I'm gonna use for a transmission jack today, because I think mine is locked up in my rooftop carrier and I don't have access to it. So I hope that works. Hope it goes down low enough, gets up high enough, is stable enough to get me to put that thing on there. Usually your transmission jack has wheels. You can roll it in a little bit, even though it's not that stable. So I'm gonna cross my fingers, my eyes, and hope I don't hurt myself trying to get this in here. The only other option is use this floor jack here, so one or the other will be used to help me guide that transmission up, get it plugged into the clutch kit. So let's get cracking. Here we go, folks. One of the last remaining NIB R clutch kits. Thing was probably purchased 3-4 years ago, but I'm glad he got it, because people today can't find them. Let me get this mounted. This is flywheel side, and this is gearbox side. So you definitely don't want to get that backwards. It won't work at all. And the gearbox side is raised. I don't use an alignment tool, but I usually kind of eyeball that thing to center the clutch disc in there. Let me put a light on and see if we can see the center of that. That's almost as centered as you could get. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque that thing down and raise this transmission up in here. I think these are 18 foot-pound screws. Time to clean up the mating surface of this. Check these seals. Get this thing ready to mate. Good thing it has the clip. Whoop, whoop. I have the transmission balanced on this jack. I'm running the jack up with Harry, and coming up pretty good. I'm going to keep on going up, making sure it's not binding on anything or hitting anything, and when I get it high enough, I'm going to try to plug it in. Still on that jack. I think that jack's going to be high enough. We got a ways to go. Keep it going. Kicked off this process, cleaning up the transmission, finishing that up around 2:39. I started raising the transmission about 2:55. 15 minutes later, I am locked in. So I think that process went pretty good. 15 minutes to mount the transmission. Now I got to bolt it in, torque it down, and keep moving forward. Let's roll. Whoop, whoop. Found these IPG subframe inserts in the box, and man, put their lubrication on them, lay them down on there, hit them with a rubber mallet, they slide right in. A lot different than they do when you're trying to do this on the car. So glad I found these while I had it off. Put that grease on that thing, set it there, and whack-a-mole. Look at that. Man, that's a dream come true. Uh-oh. I didn't expect to see this. I got the drain bolt out of the transmission, and there is some sludge in the bolt, which means there's probably a little bit of sludge in that transmission. It's not totally full, so I'm going to move forward, and hopefully new oil will take care of it. That's what I dug out with a zip tie. 2 quarts brought it right up to axle hole, which is maybe a little higher than that bolt. I don't know. But anyway, that's where I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the axle in and keep moving forward. Time to test the brake fluid to see if it's good enough to run this clutch system. Bam. It popped bad. This fluid needs to be replaced. I'm going to suck out what I can and put in new fluid in the reservoir, but the brake system needs to be bled out. So I got my turkey baser. I'm going to put all that bad brake fluid in this bottle here and then fill it up and bleed this slave cylinder before I lock it in. I spent about 5 minutes trying to bleed this slave cylinder before I installed it without the line connected. And I filled that up without the line connected. My plan was to, when that was empty, to hook up the line, and I forgot. So I made a little bit of a mess, washed it down with brake parts cleaner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bleed this and install it. Well, I had an unfortunate thing happen. Not sure how, but somehow my steering column got jammed up. Must have dropped down too low. Came out of the back of this up here. And when I went back up, it didn't go in right. It snapped the pin in there. And when I was trying to bleed the clutch, my clutch stuff was banging on this. So I gotta replace that part. Let me go get one from home. That's gonna conclude my work for the day. It's 8, almost 15. So I'm gonna knock it off before it gets dark and get this part that I need from home so that tomorrow I can start out fresh. That's it. Got some more things done on that manual swap. Hit a bump in the road like happens sometimes. I am fortunate that I've seen those steering column things busted in the past. I never knew how they got broke. You know, there's something that's supposed to break in an accident, but evidently people are breaking them doing steering rack jobs. Anyway, I got one at home. Going home, I know exactly where it's at. It's going to take me 12 seconds to find it. I'll bring that out first thing in the morning, knock that out, and get this car back together. So, hey, I appreciate you watching, and hope you have a great week. And don't forget to thumbs up or down and make a comment, all that good stuff to help my algorithms. I appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.